Super, guys. Other day's class, we discussed about what, guys? Properties, file and placeholders, right? We discussed about properties, file and placeholders. Did you remember that? Yes, boss. Where is that? 616 core module. Yes, boss. Today's date is application context container. That's cool. Additional features of application context container. As part of that, we discussed about properties file, right? Properties file and I18n. Today's date is November 14th. Say save. Today's date is November 14th. Say save. Super. Now tell me here what is there. Okay. Yeah. Internationalization already covered. Where I covered, guys? Not covered. Vishnuvardhan, in which dunya you are? You are there in which dunya? Don't mix up morning and evening topics, please. Super. Okay, now listen, guys. The IOC container contains one special object called environment object. What object, guys? Environment object. Okay, environment object. This is special object, boss. We don't create environment object holding the following details automatically. The moment it is created, in the IOC container. Shri Arkan, problem is your side. Check your network bandwidth. Number one, the configured properties file or files content. The configured properties file or files content. Super. Next, system property values. System property values. Next, environment variable values. Next, Spring profiles information. Yes, still I have not introduced, I'll introduce. Profiles information. Profiles is a big concept I will discuss. While getting into guys, give me 2 minutes, I'll come back. And etc. Okay. When I say environment object, boss, environment object, it's actually interface name. Environment in Spring Docs. Environment in Spring Docs. It's an interface, boss. It's an interface. It's an interface, right? It's an interface name. Okay, when I'm referring any object name with interface name, is it the object of interface or object of a class that implements the interface? Here is the interface, guys. Yeah, these are the implementation classes, boss. Yeah, these are the implementation classes. Environment object means it is the object of Java class that implements environment interface. That implements environment interface. Got it, boss? That definitely implements environment interface. This is the environment object. Super, guys. Now listen. Diagram representation. Diagram representation. Cool, guys. This is my info dot properties. Info dot properties. Okay. Name is equal to Raja. Nice. Here are my system properties. Fixed system properties, guys. System properties. What is there? OS dot name is equal to Windows 11. Is equal to Windows 11. Next, fixed, next, environment variable values. Environment variable values. Here is what? Path is equal to :/apps/data. :/apps/data. Some value there, some value dot. So, environment variables. Okay, here is my what object, guys? Environment object. IOC container managed. Environment object. IOC container managed environment object. Everything will be stored here, guys. Name is equal to Raja. OS dot name is equal to Windows 11. Next, path is equal to :/apps/data semicolon. Okay, data semicolon. Super, guys. Tell me. Public class person info. Public class person info. Yeah. Private string name. Private string name. On the top of it, what is there, guys? This placeholder won't search in the property file directly. They will search in the environment object. Technically speaking, they will search in the environment object. $name, guys. $name. So here is @ component, right? P-info. @ component P-info. Super. Next, private string. Okay, OS name. Right, boss. @ value. Dollar is syntax, boss. Dollar flower bracket is the syntax name. Tell me. OS dot name. This is fixed key. OS dot name fixed key. Next, private string. Path data. Path data. Come on, guys. Path data. @ value. $path. dollar path. Okay, guys. Dot this. Super, guys. From here, where the content goes, guys? Here. Here to here. Here to here. Environment object. Environment object. Okay, guys. This is basically class, my dear. Basically class. From environment object, the control goes here. Okay, from environment object, the control goes there. Yes. @ property source. @ property source /info dot properties. /info dot properties, guys. This to this was. Yeah, this is my environment object, guys. This is my, sorry, person, okay. Person info object. What object, guys? Person info object. Super, guys. Tell me. Name is equal to Raja. Okay. Listen, guys. This the @ value placeholder always look in the environment object. Vishwadit, please, it will search in the this placeholder @ value annotation always collect from the this one on. Right what? OS name. OS name Windows 11. OS name Windows 11. Path data :apps/data. Apps/data bus. Super. This entire thing is one row. Reading from this is one. Going to this one is 2. And reflecting them in the object is what? 3. Reflecting them in object is 3. P info. Yes, boss. The @ value $key annotation. @ value $key annotation. Come on, guys. @ value $key annotation. @ value $key annotation searches for the given key value. Given key in the IOC container. Come on. So, okay. Given key in the IOC container managed environment object. Environment object. And gets the values. Okay. Values to inject them to what is that? Spring Bean class object. Get the values to inject them to Spring Bean class objects. Convinced, my dear? Got the clarity? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. The moment environment object is ready, environment object is created. in IOC container. The moment environment object is created in IOC container, tell me guys, the data collected from the properties file, system properties, environment variable values, environment variable values will be injected to environment object automatic. Object automatic. Okay, if I talk theoretically, it's meaningless, na? I should have a practical proof, right? I must have a practical proof. So shall I go for practical proof, guys? Shall I go for practical proof, guys? 9 1, okay, 616, boss. Note. Since environment object is the IOC container managed built-in Spring Bean object, it can be injected to our Spring Bean class through auto wiring. Through auto wiring. Auto wide annotation. Through @auto wide annotation. Through @auto wide annotation. Cool guys. What is the guarantee, sir? How can I test it? How can I test it, guys? Wait, Rabab. Same setup, same thing, Rabab. I will take the class as person info 1. File save as person info 1.java. Person info 1.java. Here is person info 1. See, guys, I stopped doing all this hangama. I stopped doing all this hangama, boss. Here, private environment, ENV. Private environment, ENV. @auto. Private environment, ENV @auto. Okay? Super. Now tell me. To override public string to string. To override public string to string. Public string to string. Return. Now I would like to print everything, boss. Now I would like to print everything. Okay. In the properties file, what is there, guys? Why do you still require? How does it knows from which property file it has to hold information, Mr. Vardhan? Can you use your common sense? How does it know environment object should hold information from which properties file? Based on this only, na? Based on this only, right? Which property file, that clarity should be given or not? Super. Written, guys. Okay. Prakash Ranjan, until you sort out syntax problem on your own, type on your own. Earlier I thought of sharing, but you are saying typing's time will be saved. If you want to become good programmer, type the code, get the error, solve the errors. Please. After seeing you, I decided to share lately. Okay. Without a struggle, nothing will become permanent. If something become permanent without struggle, it won't stay a long time with you. Okay. You get error, you feel happy because you get more subject to learn. Feel happy for error. I think in Hindi there is a saying on advertisement statement, "Daag achhe hai." Daag achhe hai, right? Marks are good. Strains are good, right? Similarly, in your mind, you should say, okay, in your mind, you should say, Surf Excel Adra Babu. Surf Excel Adra Babu. Murali Krishna, in your life, you have not solved any problems of Java. That's why you're feeling very this. Errors are good. Errors are nice. In your life, you never practiced Java, my dear Murali Krishna. That's why you are saying that errors are not solved. Improve practice. Improve practice. Arey, I speak Hindi, Ra Baba. I watch Hindi movies. In Hyderabad, we do shopping with shopkeepers by speaking Hindi only. Who said Hyderabad people cannot speak Hindi? South Indians don't know Hindi. Our accent is little different, boss. We agree that. That's why we don't speak much. But we are very comfortable in Hindi. At least myself, I'm very comfortable in Hindi. Okay. Right, boss. Tell me next one. Written. Shall we go back, boss? Tell me about subject. Name is equal to environment dot get property. PR dot name. Environment dot get property. PR dot name. Environment dot get property. PR dot age. Slash n. Slash n. Environment dot get age slash n. Okay, plus boss. Next to system properties, boss. System properties. Array, what is need of everything, Rabab? You need for OS name. Environment dot get property. OS dot name. Next, path data. Environment dot get property path. Environment dot get property path, guys. Super boss. Here. Properties file test. Let it be this, boss. Let it be this. 1 minute. Person info. P info 1. Bean ID also I am changing, my dear. Sys out. P info 1. Tell me. Person info 1 is equal to CTX dot get bean. CTX dot get bean. Tell me. P info 1 comma. Person info 1 dot class. Person info 1 dot class. Okay. Person info 1 dot class. Sys out. Sys out. Info 1 dot toString. Anyhow, toString will be called automatically, guys. Let's check that. Let's check this. Name Raja 32. OS name Windows 11. Path data is coming or not coming? My theory and practical is matching or not matching? My theory and practical is matching or not matching, my dear? Definitely matching. Properties file test. Here is the OS.name. This one, this is path. This is path. This is path, guys. Are we ready with path, boss? Are we ready with path, guys? Okay. So whatever theory I said, it's happening or not happening? One more way I'll show. Let me prove that in the container environment object is there. One more way. Array, I have done a lot of R&D in the Spring Wrap. Array, virtual only. We cannot get VM argument. Only system properties we can. Okay. Environment. env is equal to ctx dot get environment. ctx dot get environment. From container, we can get the environment object. From container, we can get the environment object. Are you understanding my statement? Akshay कब से required means if not came, exception will come. Get property means if not there, null will come. Array, we are getting from container only, na? We are happily getting from container. What do you say, boss? Copy this, my dear. Let's go for it. Sys out, paste. Sys out, paste. Sys out, paste. Properties file test. Coming or not coming? In all permutation and combination, I proved about. In every permutation and combination, I proved it. I got environment object, I am printing this. Or I am also injecting to Spring. I am also, at least you should feel that environment object is there inside the IOC container. Inside the IOC container. Example application, boss. Example application. Info.properties. 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 Array, Eclipse path will come now. We are in the Eclipse now. That's why Eclipse path will. What is there in that? Come on, guys. We are in the Eclipse now. Eclipse path will come. What's that's quite natural. Here is my environment. Here is my environment. We cannot set values will be set to, if you want to set, you set through properties file only. If you want to set, please set through properties file, nothing else. If you want to set, you can set through properties file. Application context.xml, guys, paste. Next, properties file test. properties file test. In this properties file test, guys. Done. Okay. Vishnuvardhan, please Ra Babu, stop showing your talent. I'll introduce right time. Configuration properties related to Spring Boot Ra Naina. It is no way related to Spring Ra. Right now we are learning Spring Ra Basu. Last warning, Vishnuvardhan. If you want to show your talent, please attend interviews. Don't waste my time. Okay. No, you are not mixed up. You are trying to check your knowledge with me. That's good. But if you check with the interview, at least job will come, right? What's the use of checking with me, boss? And after giving this much detailed notes, also you are getting errors, huh? Then I should check your process, boss. Yes, boss. I think you understood it. Super. Okay. Now listen. Okay. Listen carefully. Bean aliasing. Bean alias. When you heard about terrorist people, when you heard about Naxalite or anti-social element, they will be having alias name, na boss? Even you will be having alias name. Your friends will be having some alias. Your friends will be giving your alias, one or other alias name, na boss? Chanti, Buddhi, Nani, Chinna, Munna, Janu. For your girlfriend and boyfriend, you will give alias names. Baby, Janu, Shanu. ऐसा no na? Sweetie, darling. In your childhood also you might have got some alias name. Childhood also you got some alias name. Because of your childhood activities, your friends have given alias names. Your friends have given alias names or not? Lambu, Chotu, Motu, Golu, Pilu. ऐसा no na? And I also give alias name to you people. Muddy fellow, dirty fellow. Not mandi fellow, muddy fellow. He thinks about always biryani, mandi, all this stuff. I think Harkrishna sir said Tumri fellow, right? Okay. Super. I too don't know. Ask Harkrishna sir. You ask me about dirty fellow, muddy fellow, I will explain. Okay. Yeah. We can give alias names to Bean ID. Bean ID as shortcut names. As a shortcut name. As a shortcut names, guys. As a shortcut name. In old versions, we used to give alias name with the support of name attribute of being. Name attribute of being tag. In new versions, we can use alias tag for the same. Alias tag for the same. Alias tag for the same. Name attribute of being tag. Example 1. Bean ID WMG. Okay. Wish generator is the lengthy bean ID. Okay. Class is equal to com.nt.beans. Wish message generator. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Are Ustvardhan, please run Aina. I will explain other features of application context container. I think today your mood is not good, it seems, right? Muddy fellow, waste trap. I'm trying to give real-time usage of. Using properties file. I'm going to real scenario, real use case for properties file. In that process, I just need the importance of alias name. I'm trying to give more real-time scenarios, more useful use cases with the support of properties file, my dear. Guys, you believe me or leave me. You don't pinch me every 2 minutes. Okay. Bean ID wish generator class is equal to this one. But I want to give more alias names, Rama. Super. WMG, Mr. Vishnuvardhan, please wait रे. सबर का फल मीठा होता है. Slow and steady wins the race. You join in my class. Keep some trust on me. Trust करो और मजा करो. Right? Bean ID, name is equal to WMG. Name is equal to WMG1. Name is equal to WMG1. Here what is there, guys? WMG1 are the alias names. Alias names. That means they become additional reference variable. They become additional reference variables pointing to Spring Bean class object. Pointing to Spring Bean class object. Super. This is wish message and Vishwadit, where is your brain, Ra? WMG1, they are not multiple names. Should I tell this kind of small English statement also to you? Vishwadit, Vishnuvardhan, I don't know where they keep the brain sometimes. You are not finding WMG1 are the alias names. Here what I used are. What I used plural names, right? Plural names, right, boss? Spring Bean class object, boss. This is my wish message generator class object. Object. This is one original bean ID reference variable. This is another one. This is another. Super, guys. Wish generator. WMG1. WMG2. Right, boss. This to this. In old versions, guys. In old versions. These are alias names. These are alias names, boss. Alias names. In new versions. अच्छा WMG wana. Fine. In new versions of Spring. New versions of Spring. In new versions of Spring, boss. In new versions of Spring. Yes, guys. In old version, this is the story. In new versions of Spring, this is the story. D90 wish generator. D90 wish generator. Class is equal to com.nt.sbeans. Wish message generator. Wish message generator. Okay. In the same place, we have alias tag. Alias name is equal to wish generator, guys. Again, alias WMG. Again, alias WMG. Copy this. We can give alias name to alias name. Alias name to WMG. Okay, guys. Here, same story. In client application, we can access the Spring Bean class object from IOC container, either passing bean ID or alias. Either passing bean ID or alias name. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, guys. Are you with me? Super boss. Okay. Right, boss. Come on. IOC container, either passing bean ID or alias name. Check it out, guys. Wish message generator. Wish message generator 1. CTX.getBean. Understanding my statement? We are passing bean ID na, boss. We are passing bean ID na. Bean ID alias name. Again alias name. Come on. Everything is linked, ra babu. Everything is linked. Generator dot class. Copy this. Generator 2. Okay. Wish message, wish generator, WMG here, WMG. Everything will give same bean class object, na boss? All will give same Spring Bean class object, right? Same Spring Bean class object. All will give same Bean class object reference. Okay, acha reference variable you want to change? Yeah, let me change the reference variable through 3 here. Let me change the reference variable to 3 here. Let me change the reference variable to 3. Okay. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Getting my point, dear guys, everyone. Got the clarity, boss? You want proof? I will not waste much time. Okay, now listen. Array, I will use latest alias. Alias name. Alias name. Alias name. Array, extra reference variables. Alias name. P-info. P-info1, right? That's a bean ID. P-info1. Okay, P-info1. PI1. PI1, right? Next, alias name. PI1. Here is my PI2. Here is my PI2. Super. Properties file test, guys. Properties file test. Let's have a look now. Let's have a look now. Tell me. Person info PI. CTX dot get bean. P info. Tell me next one. Person info dot class. PI1. Tell me. Person info PI2 CTX dot get bean. PI2, come on. Person info dot class. Person info dot class. Understanding? Yeah. PI1 dot. PI1 dot hash code. Tell me. PI2 dot hash code. I'm trying to access through alias name now, boss. Okay, here I will try to access PI1 only. PI1 only, right? Through PI1. Here is my PI1. 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 Oh, here already PI1 is there. PI1, PI2, PI. PI. Super, guys. Properties file test. Being named PI1 expected to be of type. I will tell the mistake. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Right now? They are a different type. They are of different type. What's the problem? What's the problem? Right now, boss. This is info. Info. Here also info. Right. Array some spy typing mistakes. Same hash code is coming now, boss. We are able to access the Spring Bean through alias name. We are able to access Spring Bean through alias name. Yes, sir, no, na. Yes, sir, no, na. Got it? Okay. You understood there is a provision to give the alias. Convinced, my dear? You understood? Yes, there is a provision to give the alias name. That point is registered in your May. Old version will still work in new versions. Old version also works in new version. Note. Okay, both old and new version of new approaches of giving alias names to bean ID will work in new version. Will work in new versions. If Spring Beans copies, if Spring Beans copies alia prototype, multiple objects will come. It's not like the same object will. It depends upon the scope, na boss. Right now, singleton scope, same object. Different scope, prototype scope, different objects. Super. To work with alias tag, bean namespace is enough. Beans namespace is enough. No need of any special namespace. Okay. Guys, now come to actual point was. Why I talked this much, I will tell now. Shall we go to strategy design pattern application, guys? Strategy design pattern application, guys. Mine is 6. Strategy DP spring loose coupling. Strategy DP spring loose coupling. Nice, boss. Problem first, you feel the problem idea. Strategy DP test. Okay, I'm using the best container. Best way of dealing with the container. Happily, application is running, Rava. No tension, my application is running. What is the courier service that is working, boss? Yes. I decided to change Blue Dart to DTDs. What should I do? Yeah, Flipkart.java. This is best of changing, guys. DTDs. But I'm touching the source code or not? I'm touching the source code or not, boss? Definitely I'm touching the source code. Here is my DTDs. Deliver by DTDs. Deliver by DTDs. Acha. But I'm touching the source code of target class or not? Now the question is, in strategy DP implementation, okay, how can we change? How can we change? How can we change to new dependent from old dependent, new dependent from old dependent without touching the source code of target class. 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 Are you understanding my statement, guys? Answer. Answer. I'm trying to give the real power of properties file and alias. We can do that with the support of, yeah, alias tag and properties. Alias tag and properties files. Yeah, one small note I should give, guys, before going further. As of now, as of now, there is, as of now, there is no annotation. As of now, there is no annotation. Come on, guys. As of now, there is no annotation. There is no annotation providing alias. Alias name to Spring Bean IDs. Okay, alias name is not there. It can be done only through XML. I mean to say Spring Bean configuration. It can be done only through XML file. Nothing but, sorry, not there, not there, not there. I'm talking about alias and what dirty fellow. Why primary now? Vishnuvardhan, what happened to your brain? Am I talking about solving ambiguity problem or alias name? Primary means primary. Right, guys? Super. Shall we see the how to do that work? Step number 1. Keep any strategy DP application ready. Strategy DP application ready. Application ready. Okay, I will say this application ready. This application ready. Step number 2. Add properties file. Properties file in com/com.nt.commons package of src/main/resource, main/java. What folder, guys? Java. Package, guys. com.nt.commons. Here is my, any name you can give. Any name you can give for properties file, guys. File, guys. Info.properties. 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 Okay. Info.properties, guys. Tell me. Tell me. Courier name or courier.id. Some name about courier.id. DTDs. Courier.id DTDs. Okay, guys. Info dot properties, save paste. Courier.id DTDC. Courier.id DTDC. Super cool means super cool. Wait, ra babu. Wait, ra naina. Wait. Wait. I will tell everything. Configure properties file in Spring Bean configuration file. In Spring Bean configuration file. Guys, give me 3 minutes. Am I visible, guys? Context colon property placeholder location is equal to com/nt/commons/info dot properties. What dot properties, guys? Info dot properties. Cool, guys. Array name and location is given. Sir, what is the advantage of configuring XML file? It can be used in, come on, Spring Beans of user-defined classes and predefined classes, right? It can be used for the Spring Beans of what? XML file or annotations based. That's the beauty of configuring here or not. Super, guys. Now listen. Step number 4. Get the dependent class bean ID. Bean ID from the properties file. From the properties file. Come on, guys. Get the dependent class bean ID from the properties file and provide alias name to it. Provide alias name to it. Alias name to it using alias tag in Spring Bean configuration. Using alias tag in Spring Bean configuration. Super, guys. Tell me. Alias name. What is the bean ID, guys? Bean ID I want to get from properties file. So I have to use placeholder now, boss. Courier.id. Courier.id. What is this one, guys? Okay. Alias name is packer. Packer or mover or shipper. Shipper. Some name, Rababu. Yes, placeholder. I want to get this key. When I submit this key, this value will come. I got DTDC. Shipper is the alias name for DTDC. Shipper is the alias name for DTDC. Understanding my point? I'm not typing alias name dynamically by collecting property file. Alias name is fixed. But for whom I am providing alias name, that will change time to time. Okay, if I write B dot, shipper is the alias name for B dot, right? Come on, guys. Tell me, if I write F flight, Shipper becomes alias name for the first flight. Interesting or not? Interesting or not? I'm not getting alias name from properties file. I'm getting bean ID from the properties file. I'm getting bean ID from the properties file. Super guys. Tell me. In application context dot XM. In application context dot XM. Copy this, paste it. Super guys. Tell me. Step number 5. Wait. Specify this alias name in the qualifier annotation of target class. Okay. Understanding my specify this alias name shipper. Okay. In the qualifier annotation of target class. Flipkart class. Right, boss. Now you observe. Go to Flipkart class. Here, what should I write? Shipper. Wherever we are mentioning bean ID, we can give alias name. But that the alias name is fixed, guys. Alias name target bean ID is fixed up. Sometimes it can be DTDC. Sometimes it can be blue dart, right? So suppose I don't want to use DTDC. Here I can change to B dot now, boss. Am I touching the source code of Java classes? I'm just touching the property file. Dependent is changed or not? Dependent is changed or not? At least you understood the real power of properties file today. Real power of properties file today. Right now, who is coming, guys? Blue dart. Blue dart. I don't like blue dart. I'm not touching the source code anywhere. DTDC. Strategy DP test. DTDC is coming here now, boss. DTDC is coming here now, boss. What do you say? Definitely DTDC is coming here, right, boss? Okay, here is my B dart. Here is my B dart. Strategy DP test. Super na, boss? Now listen. People are asking me question. Sir, here itself I will directly write @ value. Here only I will directly write like this. Here only I will directly like this. That's not possible. @ value should be used directly. Cannot be used inside another one. Okay, people are asking this question. Dollar, what is there? Dollar courier dot ID. Is it allowed or not allowed? Okay, check it out. This is invalid. I know that you are getting this kind of thoughts. Okay, see guys, it is taking qualifier. It is not taking that one as a placeholder. It is taking this one as a bean ID. Not allowed. Placeholder is good only in @ valid. Invalid. Yeah, some people are getting one more wrong thought. I know that. Some people are getting one more wrong thought. What is that, you know? @ value. @ value, this one, right? This is also wrong, Rabab. This is also wrong. It is not recognizing, boss. So for that reason only, I am forced to do remaining. I am forced to do this much hunger. I am forced to do this much hunger. Is that clear, guys? Got the clarity, boss? Got the clarity, boss? Enjoyed the process, boss. Come on. Enjoyed the process, boss. Guys, give me 2. Convinced or not? Convinced or not? Very simple thought, Babu. Very simple thought. You are entering B dot here. That B dot comes here. And for that B dot, we are providing alias name. That B dot, we are providing alias name. That alias name I typed here. That alias name I typed here. Right, boss? That alias name I typed here. Understanding my statement? So what happens? Whenever you change B dot to DTDC, here DTDC come and shipper still becomes same alias. Still alias name is same. Only this will change. So that means for DTDC shipper has become alias name. Okay, that means here what is injected? Shipper only. Shipper is now referring to what? DTDC, right? Shipper is now referring to what? DTDC. What do you say, boss? So here what is injected? DTDC is injected or not, boss? Here what is injected? Definitely DTDC is injected. Come on, my dear. Got the clarity, boss? Right. This is the real use case of property file and alias name. Okay. I will set right the notes and I will post in the group guys. Don't worry. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. We will discuss about more.